Actually, speaking of bathrooms, I had a thing happen this week that I thought was pretty amusing, and I tried to think of what I would have done in that situation. I probably would have almost done the same thing as this guy. So I'm going into the bathroom at work, and and this guy is coming out of a side door in his office. He's not from my office. I don't know him.
Oh,
And I
do you
thought he was
growl at him?
coming.
Do you,
Yeah.
like a, yeah.
I didn't know. I went full
Hey,
gorilla.
hey, hey, hey,
Yeah. Hey you. Hey 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 hey.
hey, you go smell his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Then like piss on his shoes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cool
that's
story.
what I
Cool
did. All
story.
right, cool,
Yeah.
man. All right, next one. No, so I wasn't sure. I thought he maybe was coming in the bathroom. So I did the hold the door open thing. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
and he kind of like was walking past, but then he looked at me and he like came into the bathroom, like said thanks and all that. And I went to the urinal to take a piss. He starts washing his hands, and then he stops and he goes, "Dude, I didn't even want to come into the bathroom. I just felt weird, so I came in here." And and I was like, Totally, man. I probably would have done the same thing. Except I think I probably, instead of like washing my hands, I would have gone into a stall and pretended like I was taking a shit, like so I didn't have to stand at a urinal for until he left to because my piss is strong, son, and he would have heard it. So I probably would have gone into a stall and just like got on my phone for like a couple of minutes before
Sure.
before
Well,
heading out if something like that happened to me.
I can like always pee, so I probably would have just been like, "Oh,
Uh,
thanks," and gone in
Thanks,
and
man.
peed. I can like kind of
Yeah.
always pee. But the other thing I would have done is I would have said, "Oh no, I'm heading straight. Thanks, though. Appreciate it," and
Yeah,
just kept.
right. Yeah, yeah. That's all he needed to do. I was like, all right, I wouldn't have been offended that tried to hold the door open for a guy that's not coming in there.
Yeah.
But I do like his admission. Like he didn't just wash his hands and leave. He
He
was
like
like,
said it.
"Yo,
Yeah.
man,
Like, bah, bah.
it felt awkward, so I just felt I should have come in here." So I thought that was funny. I had a good chuckle at that.
Have we talked about how I think I sent you and our Josh a text from an international bathroom one time when I was in an airport, and I was like, I think I sent a message to you guys that's something along the lines of, "Man, there is nothing like the sounds and smells and sights, but mostly the sounds and smells of an international airport's men's room."
It's
It
bad. It's
is.
real bad.
It's incredible. You go in there and you hear the sounds that guys are making with their buttholes and their mouths and their noses and the peeing and the pooping and the farting and the weird ways people like when they're leaving and they're checking in the mirror and they do like some guys are maybe shaving and just the
Okay.
the
Yeah, yeah.
the cloud of butt fumes like that's just hangs in there. You know what I mean? Like even if it looks sparkling clean, it's like
There's
dude
that.
after
Yeah.
dude is filing in there and ejecting their bowels into the water one after another. And some are real farty loud blasts that sounds like you're like pouring a pan of paint through like an
Yeah,
industrial
yeah.
turbine. Right? It's like and then other dudes, it's just like and they get like
Right.
you get like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just
It does feel like it's either one or the other. You don't have a guy
yeah.
going in normal. Like,
Going, what a
yeah,
nice poop. Yeah.
I'm typically, even after maybe being on a work trip or whatever, like coming home, like I'm typically like when I go to the airport, it's always like, oh, should I take a shit? And then I have to like really, really pop one out, and then it's like, and I'm trying to rush because like it's like, hey, buddy, you're about to get on the plane. You should probably take a shit. So I've only got like 10 minutes before the door closes, and I'm like, I'm not shitting on the plane if I can like throw one out in a minute and a half. And usually I'm very worried about hemorrhoids because I'm pushing so hard at the fucking
Was that
airport.
right? You were getting
Yeah, I
after
don't.
it. Okay, you're
Yeah,
like
I
chasing
don't.
that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be on the plane and all of a sudden like I've got to take a
Coming
giant.
up here.
It goes from like a just a normal regular sized turd to like on the plane. It's all of a sudden you're just pissing out. Like it's the
Yeah.
worst.
I don't mind.